So I'm just gonna do the entry from guard real quick. So we were having problems. Not everybody was able to get that shoulder lock for whatever reason. If you got everything tight there and you're still not doing it, and if that does slip out, that's fine. You still got the move. You still do this. But that's just one thing we're running into, is that that shoulder lock just wasn't there. Somebody has flexible shoulders or just a bad angle, bad body type, whatever it is. So we did it from mount. We wound up here with that underneath gi grab, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it the Punisher, I guess. Coming from here, you've gotten into their guard, basically. You got off of their mount. You got them off of your mount, whatever you call it. So now you're gonna post out here, post the leg up out here, and turn them. It's gonna feel like you're gonna get omoplated. A lot of people want to let go when they feel that there. There's just, the dangle's not there for whatever reason. We've tried.
I'm too hard on this hip.
Yeah.
So I can't really, because of the way it's underneath me and trapping this, I can't rotate this way because of this.
It's like I have a lever that I can just twist his whole body with almost. So the more that I push into it, the more it turns his body. And just coming through with that somersault, like most people would, you know, when you get threatened with an omoplata. Come through, flatten them out, switch grip. You can do 2-on-1. They're not really flattening out. They're a big, strong person, they're pushing. You can use that, and it's just driving into their ribs. It's just miserable. So you can even get further up here, really crank on that rib. That's like no pressure there, it just hurts the ribs. I like to come to the other side, give them a back adjustment, and I'll let them roll back into me. That's what a lot of people want to roll, either into me or the other way. I can do a kiss.
So you give them space to roll instead of taking their back?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You take your back. You were doing a choke from there, I think, at one time we were looking at it. There's a lot you can do. So, for getting mount, let's just start out in guard from now. So you're in their guard. I want to be here, tight, close to them, controlling arms, going up and over. Or if you want to look at that side, JD. So going up and over. If they have an open guard, you're not going to be able to get this. So if they just open, I'm not going to have any room to, or I'm not going to be able to move up. What this depends on is if they have a strong closed guard, and you're pressuring into them, you have all that space to their back. Just doing the same thing, passing it under. Now you have it just the same exact way as the mount. So again, posting out here, looking away. You're just really depending on pulling the arm like a rope around their rib cage. You got a rope attached here, and your arm is the rope. You're not putting a lot of strength into it. You're just whole body. Somersault over. Switch grip. Crank if you need to. And come to the side and get back mount. And go cross through here, get a choke. All sorts of stuff. You wait for them to flip over, get an arm bar. It's just, you know, I find that it puts a lot of people in a panic mode, so they just want to flip over and they'll, you know, give you whatever. So one last time, you want to be close in here. Get here, control. Make sure they keep their guard tight, passing it through.
And the setup for this is super important too, is if he's postured up like really high and he grabs my lapel, and I'm just like, whoa, what is he doing? So I'm not gonna allow that to happen. That's why he's burying his head. And I'm like, okay, I have an underhook now, I have him controlling the posture, no big deal. And then he locks it in. Because it's already over my arm, he just, without calling attention to it, just put it over the arm.
Yeah, I try not to make it a big deal. When I'm here, you know, I'm not putting a whole lot of, I don't want to pull it, because then he's like, oh, something's up. If it's just sitting here, loosey-goosey, then all of a sudden it's tight, it's trapped, and there's nothing you can do to get out of it. The only thing I've seen him do, really, is shooting his arm to the sky. And I don't know if you could, I mean, if
Once
I
he gets
had it
locked
locked in
in.
there, but if I have it here, and it shoots it to the sky before I can do it, that's it. Nothing can do. So, really keeping it down and over that bicep forearm area. Down here, up here, looking away. And let him get a grab underneath.
So the baseball choke hasn't been able to defeat the Punisher?
No.
No, yeah.
I tried. So I can get the grips and it'll slow him down. So like he's setting it up, I'm like, okay. But once he gets that under, he starts like
Yeah, can you get your leg out or no? Because it's
no.
stuck.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the problem.
no.
Okay.
And the angle is weird too. Like
Yeah.
so I need to be able to get that leg free, but his arm is trapping that leg.
Okay.
So this will slow him down,
Yeah, like,
but it's
hard.
super powerful.
it makes me want to address it.
Because if you could get that leg free, you could choke him. But
Because I have to spin under. I need to get this leg free.
Yeah.
okay.
Cross choke has worked to stop it on me.
But I almost have to get a good grip before he traps the arm.
So even if I were to roll over with that cross grip in, it actually just kind of tightens it. I mean, you might be able to muscle out of it if you got a strong neck, like mine. I was gonna say something else.
Keeping the arm wide.
We haven't figured that out yet, so.
No. Secrets. Any other questions? Kind of threw a lot at you. Just start from guard. Work on trapping that. Make it incognito. You can start up here first if you want to see what's going on. But just know that when you end up here, you want to be incognito. Just like if you're doing a Ezekiel choke. Let me just show the principle. Just guard. Yeah. Well, most people don't do Ezekiel's from guard. But just like when you're doing Ezekiel, you don't want them to see what's coming, so you keep your head tucked here. You get all your grips here. Most people feel it, but by the time you come up, it's too late. So you want to keep that same sort of principle, just hiding everything here, kind of incognito. Already got it. The more you throw, actually, it helps. All right, on three. Wait, let me get him get up. 1, 2, 3.